Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gearhart. I'm here with Lee Torres of BellHop Solutions. If you're a small to medium-sized business owner, has he got the shipping solution for you? Hey, Lee.
Hey, how are you? Yes, if you are a small to medium-sized business and are looking for a simple way to increase your profit margins, reduce headaches, and get the service and support you've always deserved, take a peek at BellHop.
So you work with shipping product mostly, right?
Yeah, so we're a third-party logistics provider, and we help people gain solutions with household brand names like FedEx and UPS, but at a very, very low and deep discount.
So if I came to you and let's say I started a company and I'm shipping, I don't know, key rings or something. Um, what would be the first thing I would say? Okay, Lee, I'm shipping about 50 key rings a month right now because I'm building my business. What do you have?
Mhm. So we typically that's a great question. So we typically will have a dialogue. Usually we set up a 5 to 10 minute call, kind of learn a little bit about your business. In this case, we find out that you're shipping key rings and start to look at the solutions based on cost and transit. So what's most important to our customer, right? When you're looking at a key ring company, you're probably looking at something very lightweight. So we have USPS, like the US mail, and we have a program where you can access commercial rates as opposed to the retail rates when you walk into the USPS and have to stand in line and whatnot, all the way to larger package or heavier packages or more reliable service if you would put it in that perspective with a FedEx or a UPS. So typically it starts with that kind of a dialogue that you and I are having and saying, well, how many key rings are you shipping? How often? Are you looking for tracking? Are you looking for, what's important to you? And then we'll start piecing together kind of a custom solution based on what you need.
So how do you save me money? Like if I just went to the post office myself with these, would I pay the same price as if I go through you?
No, so it is different. So when you walk into a FedEx store, the post office, a UPS store, you're paying a retail rate, right? That's most consumers are marketed in that direction. Now you have between that, you have a commercial rate that big, Fortune 50, Fortune 500 companies are offering, and that's basically what I'm able to offer. So these are discounted rates that are typically not available to the public, but I'm able to offer them because we have a volume and we have clout with these carriers to be able to offer you that additional edge that you need with your business to start profiting more and bring in more margins for you and your company.
So if I'm going through you and UPS messes up my order, do I have to deal with them? Can you help me? How does that work?
Yeah, so definitely that's one of the things that's the value add about working with BellHop is that it's in the name, right? We want you to kind of put that down and let us take it from there. So when it comes to the good, the bad, the ugly, we are there to service you in every need, whether it's a claim or whether it's Lee, where's my package? And the best part about it is you don't have to worry about an 800 number. You've got my cell phone. You've got contact with one of your logistics concierge so that we can help you one-on-one and get to a solution faster as opposed to you being in the queue with someone in maybe another country. You've got somebody local here, regional, that can help and support you. So the answer is that's where we live. We live in the extra mile. And so we're huge on making sure that you can put it on us and you can move on to your next project because you got to get orders out, you got to get business going, right?
That's excellent. So when did you start BellHop?
We started just recently, actually. I started, we're currently in October 2020. So I started in May. The company has only been around for about 5 months, but I've been doing this for about a decade and worked at different capacities. So I used to be a UPS rep, so I was on the other side of the line, kind of know the ins and outs of their pricing, the models, their operations models, what numbers to call, where you're going to waste your time, where you won't. So it's just been a recent endeavor that we've taken on ourselves. Yeah.
And how many people do you have as clients now?
So we've started small. We've got about 10 clients. We're blessed to say we just recently landed an account with a client that's doing $2.5 million with us. So it's a push in the right direction for us. One, because we're able to show our customers what we can do, right? If you're we can play we can partake in the small to medium sized businesses and we can go large and work with the big spenders if that makes sense and still help them. So it tells you a little bit about the clout that we have with the carriers and our pricing model being that great that we can kind of live within that range. And it's a blessing to say that just in 5 months that we've had a client come so big that can help us.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm working with somebody and I'm having something made, say, overseas somewhere,
Mhm.
so we could say China, we could say Taiwan, whatever. Um,
Sure.
where does your process start? Does it start in Taiwan or does it start when the goods get to the US?
That's a great question. So we can work in any, that they call that the supply chain, right? So if you manufacture in China and then you distribute all the way to the door, that's the beginning and end of your supply chain, right? So
Hmm.
we can service any and every need. It's kind of a bumper to bumper service. So we do the small package that we were talking about, but we also do import export. So if somebody has the need to import from China or Taiwan or India or South America, what have you, we can do the ocean transportation, we can do the air transportation. And again, with the same idea that we're offering people a deeply discounted rate and solution with with the service side, the fact that you have somebody that's going to offer you reporting, visibility, all that kind of good stuff. So we can get involved with international, we can get involved with domestic freight or small packages. We can get involved at any point that you would like us to.
That's huge. It's very valuable. Wow. And so what about bigger items? What if I decide I want to sell cars all over the world or country or whatever? Do you do something that big?
We can, we absolutely can. We do have carriers that work. I mean, that's a very specified. It's a niche market and niche kind of freight. But absolutely, I mean, we've been able to move through the arm of international freight forwarding that we do. We've been able to move everything from, you sometimes you see those big cylinder cement blocks that are on a flatbed truck. We talk about construction materials, we talk about metals, woods, all kinds of stuff. So as long as it isn't hazardous material, something like that has chemicals and whatnot involved, even then there is a protocol to follow. We can still do it, but for the most part, we just because we've had some experiences, we try to stay away from that kind of stuff, just because it's kind of a headache. And I think most people that ship that know what I'm talking about. So we can do it all. Yeah, any kind of material, any kind of weight, any kind of size, we can do it.
What about food?
Yeah, food also. We do. So we do what's called temperature controlled freight. So let's say you have veggies or you have shrimp or you have something that needs to stay a certain temperature while it's traveling overseas or while it's traveling in a truck. That's what's called reefer or temperature controlled freight, and we can do that absolutely also.
Wow. And so how much does a person typically, like say the small person is doing 50 units a month, how much do they typically save by working with you on their shipping?
So a typical savings for any size client I've seen lives in the area of between 9 and about 12%. So, at a minimum of 9%, just to give you an example, the customer that we just landed, uh, that's doing 2.5 million, they're saving $18,000 a month now because of the program that we were able to offer them. So it's huge. It's almost $250,000. It's about $235,000 that we're saving them. So that was I believe they were at about an 8 or 9% mark, right? Now, if you have somebody that's spending, $1,000 a month, they're still going to be able to come in and save that 200 or 300 bucks a month. That's additional profit to them. So it just from a shipping perspective and a size perspective, I've landed on that about 9 to 12% as a nice range of savings for people.
That's excellent. And then you're also white glove treatment, right? So you kind of come in, it sounds like, and take over what would be the shipping department for a small business.
We can. We like to consider ourselves an extension of their department, right? Think of us as just being down the hall kind of thing and being a call away. So definitely want to give that. Now we don't want to also we realize that a lot of people have put blood, sweat, tears, tape into their process, and a lot of people sometimes want to hold on to that process and kind of not let it go. They say the worst thing in business is, or the worst phrase you can say in business is that we've always done it this way, right? So when we come in, we try to be very, very soft and consult and say, look, we're not coming in to say there's something broken. It's not about broken. It's about effective and cost savings and putting more additional profit into your bottom line, right? So our programs are not a solution for people that say I'm having an issue, because most people, I mean, we can, but that's not where we market. We market to the people that, look, you're already a solid business. You know what you're doing. You're a savvy business owner. We just want to put a nice different lacquer on that great piece of wood that you've already kind of shaved down and sanded down. We're just an extension of what you are, right? So with that said, we, yes, the white glove that we can offer and the value add is going to be just a cherry on top of what they're already doing and processing themselves.
So what's the smallest business that you work with?
What's the smallest you said?
Mhm.
So I have a customer right now that is, kind of mom and pop. They sell ukuleles online, and they make, I think they ship something between, maybe 2 ukuleles a week, if that. So I mean, we have people that are literally shipping just one item a week, and that makes them a nice little sale, or that makes them a nice little side business. The great thing about our programs is there's no volume required. So we don't require anybody to give us a certain amount to get the goodies or to get the savings. That's one of the things that was very important to me in the business model, especially for the small to medium sized companies, that I wanted the little guy to get that additional edge without having to fight for it, right? The world of shipping is bound by volume, and we don't want to do business that way. So if you're a small company and you're shipping out a couple of candles a week, we can help you. We want to help you. If you're a large company that's doing hundreds of packages, we can help you as well.
Excellent. Excellent. So is there anything else that we need to know about your business?
Well, I was going to share my screen really quick, and I just wanted to show something, if you don't mind. Um, so just to talk about, um, let me see here. It says the host disabled participant.
Sorry, there.
No worries. Um, so this I just wanted to show real quick our system, a system that we use that's very easy to use. And let me see here. So this is the shipping software that we can use, and that is free to use, number one, and very simple to use. A lot of people that are already doing this will know what I'm talking about, but this system integrates with different shopping carts. So the Shopifys, the Magentos, the Amazons, the Walmarts of the world, to simplify the process so that you can have less keystrokes. So what happens is an order comes into your shopping cart, and this person, I'm just going to use this item. If you can see this, Travis Wong, their information, as you can see, the customer entered their address, and the address is already getting populated into the system, right? So as I go through, you can see different services kind of pop up based on location. So this is a very simple to use, one-stop shop system where people can come in and utilize the rates that we set up on their behalf, but also have a shipping software. And again, you don't have to download this, so it's just a website, but have a shipping software that's very easy to use and integrated with whatever solution you're already using, just to reduce time, right? Because that's one thing we can't get back. We can try to save money, we can try to do what we can to bring costs down, but time we can't get back. So this is just adding a little bit more efficiency to the program. There's a ton of customizations that we can go through in this, as far as creating different package types, creating different rules in the system, so that when something happens or a certain order comes in, your shipper knows they need to choose ground versus the next day, or they need to choose USPS versus and by the way, all shippers can be put in here. So USPS, FedEx, UPS, DHL. So it's a nice one little like stop shop or hub that can be used for the customer. So I just wanted to share that real quick, because most people might think, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to change my shipping. A lot of people are already doing this as it is. We just offer it for free, and it's very, very intuitive and easy to use. So, on top of being able to save money, we're going to put time back into your life that you would have lost otherwise, because maybe your process needs a little bit more, sanding down, if that makes sense. So just wanted to share that real quick, because I think it's a lot of people out there that are doing any e-commerce would benefit from this and probably already know that what I'm talking about, just that they're paying a subscription fee right now for it, or maybe they don't have the flexibility of being able to customize the program to their needs like this would. So just wanted to show that real quick and share that.
So it seems to me that the only reason people aren't using this is because they don't know about it yet.
Yeah, that would be a great point. Yeah, I mean this 5 months in the making is one thing, but definitely I really appreciate this opportunity, and I hope that anybody that sees me also sees Fireside for what it is, because it's a great platform, and I think that a lot of people should start jumping on this because we're in the digital age. One, and number two, I think that it's nice, and it's a non-provoking way for people to find out about a business without feeling like, oh man, I got to set up a phone call and I got to do this, and they can learn a little bit about businesses before kind of getting in bed with them, if that makes sense. So I think it's a great platform, and I really appreciate you, Elizabeth, for the opportunity and the time also today.
Well, thanks, Lee. That this is an incredible system for entrepreneurs, for small businesses, medium business, big businesses. I mean, well, big businesses, I guess, probably get the perks anyway, but you're bringing big business perks down to small businesses, which is really awesome for people. 10% is a lot of money to save.
Yeah.
It really is. So do people just go to your website if somebody wants to sign up for this? Do they?
Yeah, I was gonna share this one more time, if you don't mind. So my website is www.bellhopship.com, and our phone number is there. And you can also send us, if my email is lee@bellhopship.com, but the info@bellhopship.com is there also for you to take advantage of. So feel free to reach out to us. There is actually a really cool calculator on our website where you can, you don't have to enter any information, but you just put in. Let me go back to the original screen. You just put in some information, and it tells you how much you can save if you ship with FedEx or UPS based on how package count and whatever. Because we have this pretty down to a wire now that we can calculate. If you tell me how many packages you're shipping, I can tell you, oh, this equates to that much savings, on average. So our website will show you that. It's got some cool videos that you can take a look at, short, sweet, to the point, and would love to have you come aboard and visit the concierge, if that makes sense.
Seems like it should make sense for every small business out there to me. So
Yeah,
great.
thank you.
Well, thank you, Lee.
Yeah, of course, Elizabeth. Thank you.